Good morning everyone, and welcome to Braeburn School's first and hopefully only virtual prize giving to celebrate the successes and achievements of the last year. I welcome Mr. Dunn to give his head teacher's address.
Good morning everyone, guests, director, ladies and gentlemen, students and teachers of Braeburn. Welcome to Speech Day and Prize Giving 2020. Ladies and gentlemen, it's been quite an incredible year. I'm sure that we will look back at 2019 and 20 with some regret, but I am also sure that we will appreciate what we have learned from it. Last year, my speech was wholly focused on inspiration and aspiration, and I gave many examples. This year, we have continued in the same vein. And as I initially predicted at the beginning of the first term, this was going to be the best all-round year ever. It was all going pretty well until suddenly we were all told to go home. So let me at least start by speaking to you about the first half of the year and the great achievements that we must recognise and celebrate. We have to begin with the most recent academic grades last year. And we achieved 82% A star to C at IGCSE and 98% A star to C at Year 13 A level. Audrey Brown scored 9 A stars and 1 A. And Kelsey Ranjot scored 7 A stars and 2 A's. Ida Kari, Sri Sundararaman, and Rihanna Varsani scored 3 A's, 4 A's, and 4 A's in their advanced subsidiary exams in Year 12 respectively. And Saib Ahmed and Kirat Singh 1 A star, 3 A's, and 1 A star, 2 A's respectively in their final year of Year 13 A levels. All truly outstanding performances. Our BTEC performances scored 14 distinction stars and 17 distinctions. And the top performer was Erin Gurunpatrav, who scored 3 distinction stars in his full extended business diploma. The BTEC teaching team are certainly getting it right as numbers grow in the sixth form BTEC programme. So this message is for the Braeburn candidates now, this year. I know how concerned and worried you are, having not had a chance to sit your examinations. But it is those who have gone before you, like the ones I've just mentioned, that will secure your result, which you'll receive in August. Braeburn's reputation will indeed play a big part in your future academic pathway. Your hard work will be recognised. Our usual first term in its traditional self was full. An outstanding school production led by Miss Coleman and a strong supporting team, Miss Knoll, Miss Okioga, Mr. Muto, and Miss Sayre, demonstrated high levels of organisation, efficiency and discipline. Don't forget there was a great deal of working fun amongst all of that hard work. The production, Blood Brothers, which I am now aware had quite an adult theme, as I fully discovered. I really did wonder what the parent reaction was going to be. I can assure you that there was many discussive meetings regarding the nature of the language. I confess the loss of a little sleep regarding this matter. The classic scene depicted 2 great Braeburn students, Constantine Burgess and Desmond Kouichi. Its reference was loudly reiterated on quite a number of occasions within a particular scene, with full vocals, and gladly was met by huge laughter that will not be forgotten. And my sleep, which was lost, seemed very worth it. After all, they were just acting. Parents, I thank you for your open-mindedness, being able to separate good modern drama with the morals of education. The performance itself once again demonstrated talent which exists in the school and the talent that is emerging. Too many to mention, but I must mention Brittany Nyamemba, who has grown as a person, role model and actress. You still have a great deal to achieve, Brittany, and I do hope you will still consider us at Braeburn. Our sporting prowess was evident throughout the first half of the year, winning both football and hockey tournaments in both boys and girls. Unfortunately, our main hockey tournaments were all disrupted because of the present situation. But it was our athletes again at Kasarani International School's Athletics Championships that did us very proud. It was a great day to beat Turi St Andrews, whom had already quietly boasted about their strength. Savannah Grantham, the already under-19 Kenya Association cross-country champion, decimated an 800-metre field at under-19 level. Noura Kone defended her under-19 100-metre title, and Mariange Lokenga won the under-15 200 metres, as well as Muriki Maruthi, who also won his 200 metres competition. New stars are being born. Our relay teams were fired up and electric. And it was great to see Percy Salifu come out of retirement and come second in the under-19 200 metres. And as the once 5 gold medalists in one Kasarani competition, Jane Hakim, and 3 times gold medalist at under-15 and under-19 400 metres, Danai Wangana. As these true legends depart, new stars emerge. Teresa Atera, Hamid Bari, Fatima Fati, Katerina Ferraro, Bryn Kauchi, Fadili Mutwa, Nurin and Abdul Baga, just a few to mention. It's role models leading role models, and that is Braeburn. I must still mention the Model United Nations delegates and commend them for their commitments, preparing resolutions, practicing debates, researching public speaking, and many attending the Model United Nations leadership training on a weekly basis at Hillcrest. Your contribution and representation is fully recognised and appreciated, and now that this experience for sure has impacted upon your lives. And World Scholars continued locally at least, but I'm proud to announce that our junior team was overall champions in the first round in Nairobi. And Milembe Isabella was declared the overall champion scholar. For a new student, not a bad impact on the school Milembe. Our community service projects have also been very active, and over 50 students continue to support a number of projects, including Nairobi Hospice, KSPCA, tree planting, Christmas buckets, Muslim Academy, where many of our students gave up their own time to visit and engage in reading activities with children. In all, we donated over 150,000 Kenya shillings. Thank you to the commitment from Mr. Njagi, Mr. Nzuki, Ms. Kerai, Mr. Mutuo for giving back. And suddenly, a cloud was upon us. Watching the news about a virus in a far-off land that could never or would ever affect us here in Kenya, only to be told by our very own government that we must all go home
and we must stay home. What did it all mean? Well, it meant no lessons, no sport, no hanging out with our friends, no IGCSEs, no A-levels. It was a new place for us all. It was going to test us. Each day was going to present a new set of challenges. And we've all heard Mr. Bradbury's rap, which stated we were all out of our comfort zone. We were all alone. Everything just changed in a blink. And then we started to get up and go to virtual school, login, Hangouts, Zoom, Google Meet, assignments, photographs, upload, virtual feedback, virtual assessment, and all the rest. It was a new world of learning. We had to adjust, we had to adapt. Does that sound familiar, Braeburn? Yes. You and we did it. This is the new age. We've all been forced to step into the future of education, and even after COVID-19, many of the things we have learned will now be required as the normal for now and for the future. Now, students, our teachers, they're amazing. Not just by how they go about their business, but also by their positive attitudes that accompanies their teaching. This is a time of great uncertainty, and our teachers have shown great resilience, flexibility, adaptability, and a desire to learn, develop, and improve on a daily basis. Being open-minded to radical change is a gift. I thank all of the teachers from the bottom of my heart. Even though you're at home right now listening to this, please give them a big round of applause, because they have really saved your education and in many ways saved the school. Thank you also to the teachers for forgiving the SLT's mistakes and being understanding to them. The manner in which you have professionally represented yourself has been outstanding and will always be remembered by me. And to the students who've settled extremely well into the new norm, thank you, sir. Good morning. Bye, miss. Thanks for the lesson, sir. Hey, I'm in. What's up? Your positivity and online politeness was noted. Yes, students, I'm afraid I watch all of the Hangout chats, and you all really did get it. If you get on with your teacher, then you're going to get on to, and you're going to make progress. And the candidates of year 11, 12 and 13, don't worry. Results day will be in the second week of August as usual, and you will get the results that you deserve. Braeburn, we teach you that you are global citizens, and that's a message that is reiterated and reinforced each and every day, week, month, year. But in the world we are living in, what seemingly is going on in this present world is actually challenging our vision. Listen carefully and clearly to what we stand for. Is this philosophy being promoted in the world we live in? Nurturing a caring and supportive environment. Is the world doing that? Promoting education to the highest standard. Building positive and respectful relationships. Does the world do that? Does the world promote intercultural and cross-cultural knowledge? With COVID-19 and the Black Lives Matter movement, we are seeing the world today being tested and faltering in front of our and your very eyes. Right now we can see the major power leaders in the world challenging our own very vision and values. It sometimes looks like we wish to self-destruct. It was probably the Second World War when we last needed leaders to step up and really make a difference. And to be fair, they did then. Braeburn students, you are the future, and you live in a fortunate school which allows you to tolerate, accept, and often love difference. I really do want you to think what is required of a leader of positive change today and tomorrow and at any level. Here are a few questions which make you think about the part that you could play at Braeburn in the coming years and further to university and beyond. Does a leader unite or does a leader divide? Does a leader encourage or does a leader criticize? Is a leader confident or is a leader arrogant? Is a leader collaborative or is a leader dictatorial? Does a leader accept responsibility or does a leader deflect and blame? Does a leader order and give orders or does a leader serve others? Ponder upon those simple questions and perhaps you can relate them to the leaders of today. Ladies and gentlemen, we all hope that school life will return to the way things were. The Braeburn Group Management Committee have been working very hard, preparing model plans on how we can open safely, and we will be communicating with you in the coming weeks. Obviously, everything is dependent on the government's announcements and guidelines. Stay close to your email. I finally wish to thank the Group Management Committee for their strategic support during this time. Our Senator team, under the leadership of Rihanna Varsani, Latanya Diaz, the Student Council and prefects have all created great positivity in the school. Our admin and ancillary staff who've continued to show their full commitment to the school, the teachers, the students, the parents, for the positive participation, and of course the senior leadership, Mr. Treacher, Mr. Nailuka and Mrs. Jackson, who've all supported and guided the school through each week. It was going to be the best year ever, so I guess it will have to be next year instead. Everyone, thank you for listening. I would now like to introduce our guest speaker this year, who in tradition is an ex-student of the school who graduated and has now gained his own financial independence. Jan Fox was at Braeburn for 15 years, from preschool to Braeburn College. The school was an integral part of his life, so much so he lived in the plot that is now the car park for the yellow buses. He was a keen sportsman, representing Braeburn in all of the major sports, and played in a team that represented Braeburn in England, Wales and the Netherlands on a tour in 2005. After graduating in 2009, he moved to London for his undergraduate degree in African history at the School of Oriental African Studies, before completing his Masters in Development Studies in the same institution. He then moved back to Nairobi and is now the director of IDC, a consultancy for monitoring humanitarian projects. He also contributes to a weekly column, Going Places, in Kenya's Nation newspaper. He also has founded a digital adventure travel magazine called Wilder. I invite him now to make his formal presentation and speech.
Yeah, thanks so much for having me. It's a real honor to be here. You know, I was at Braeburn for a very long time, so I was really pleased when you asked me to do this. It's a pleasure. I was actually at Braeburn for about sort of as long as you possibly can be, from preschool when I was 4 years old, all the way to year 13 when I was 18. So in total it was about 15 years. And in a way I grew up with the school as well. You know, I saw a lot of changes over time, the transition from the blue buses to the yellow buses, the construction of the Austin room, and even the high school block at Gitanga Road. You know, when I started off, it was just the primary side and it was a really small school. So, you know, the school really developed as I grew up there as well. And I think, you know, what I liked most about Braeburn was the emphasis on the importance of extracurricular activities. and the variety of activities on offer outside of the classroom. Sport was a huge part of my life growing up. And at Braeburn, I had the opportunity to play hockey, cricket, rugby, all sorts, and at a very competitive level. And we had fantastic coaches and facilities. So I think it was an element of school that I really missed when I graduated, and I still do today. Another really important thing about Braeburn was its informal spirit, to an extent, which I really liked. This was a school where the owners and the teachers dressed up in drag for pantomimes. So the teachers, the students, the parents, they were all able to engage in ways that I think were very unique for a school, not just in Kenya, but all over the world, really. Hockey was probably by far my favorite sport. And obviously, we had the opportunity to go on tour to the UK, to Wales. We went to the Netherlands as well. And your headmaster, Mr. Dunn, he was our coach. He led that trip. And I think playing in Kenya, it was a completely different skill because we were playing on, it was field hockey, it was very rough. And we were really out of our depth when we went to the Netherlands and we saw these guys, flicking it over everyone's heads and passing the ball. But we played it to a really, really high standard of teaching at Braeburn was fantastic too. It wasn't just the sports and the extracurricular activities. And I remember being assigned, a lot of interesting projects. I remember really throwing myself into these projects. And I found that this discipline really helped me later on with my coursework at university and for the reports that I have to write for my work now. And then obviously, playing sports really helped me to get the best out of my school experience. It allowed me to interact more with other students, also with teachers, not just from Braeburn, but other schools across the country. And then in terms of sort of aspects of school life outside of the classroom, how they prepared me for life. I took part in a number of plays and pantomimes, especially in my earlier years. And that really gave me a confidence boost early on. And I actually remember being cast as a female British tourist for my class play in year 5, and wearing a bikini top on stage. I had to handle a lot of mockery from my friends for that. I wish my parents had recorded it. So, little things like that, you really remember them and they really sort of give you confidence in life. Was all these extracurricular activities. I remember how easy it was for me to join clubs and sports teams. It wasn't necessarily all sports related, but just any sort of groups at university. It was really easy for me to do that because I'd done it so much at Braeburn. And that's where, it really helped me to integrate at uni. It can be quite a daunting experience. And so I really integrated and made some of my, my best friends just from doing those activities. And, Braeburn gave me the confidence to do that. Braeburn College, which back then was a really small school. We had a fantastic history teacher called Mr. Williams. He was absolutely brilliant. And, I think everybody in his class in that year got an A. And he's the reason why I decided to take African history at SOAS in London, School of Oriental and African Studies. So I just scraped by to get a position at that university. And SOAS is quite a unique university because you have, the focus of the courses are very, Africa-based, Asia-based. So I got to learn a lot of Kenyan history as well at my university. And also, interact with a lot of people from around the world. I didn't have a job until I graduated from university. I was lucky enough to be supported by my parents all the way up to, I finished my undergrad. But the first job I did after I graduated was some bar work for an events company. We worked at bars at Lord's Cricket Ground, at some football venues, at concerts. It was a fantastic job. And even though, a lot of people might see it as sort of menial type work, and it wasn't really what I'd studied at university to do, I think, it was very important because it's difficult to get your foot in the door in your preferred job market as an undergrad. Once I started earning my own income, I really started to appreciate the value of the money that I was earning. So even though it wasn't what I was studying for and what I really wanted to do, I think that small job was really important in my life actually after graduate. So I'm mainly working as a development consultant at the moment for a company called Intermediate Development Consultants, and we monitor a lot of projects implemented by UN agencies and NGOs in Somalia. But things have been, like in a lot of industries, things have been really slow because of the pandemic. And I actually used these last 2 months, because it's been so slow, just to, take a course in graphic design. And I've actually started a travel magazine called Wilder. It's a quarterly digital travel mag. And, I've sort of realized in this time that travel writing is actually, what I'm passionate about. And I can see myself taking a leap in future and working. It's a very simple thing, but at the moment, one of my big goals is just to try and stay fit and healthy and run a 5K as quickly as I could when I was 15. But generally, I think, my main ambition is just to focus on aspects of my home and my work life that I'm really enjoying at the moment. It seems very simplistic, but it's really important. So, if I had a real message for the year 9 to 11s right now, I would say, it's okay if you haven't quite figured out what you want to do in life yet. I'm 29 at the moment, and I've only just essentially figured it out. And so that's 13 years after I did my GCSEs. It's over a decade. It's a very long time. So, in school, it may seem like you're on a very linear path right now. It's GCSEs, A-levels, university, but there are hundreds of different life paths out there. So in the meantime, what I would say is, study hard, work hard, and just focus on what you enjoy doing. What makes a good leader, and this is something that's particularly relevant in times of COVID, in times of this pandemic, is somebody who creates opportunity in times of adversity. And we're seeing a lot of that at the moment. People have to adapt in difficult circumstances. And you also have to, you shouldn't be afraid to fail or make mistakes. It's taken me a very long time to appreciate that. People say it very often, but it's one thing to have the confidence to make mistakes and to fail, and to recognize that those are really important for you to grow. So you shouldn't fear failure, essentially. And I think somebody who encourages that, somebody who appreciates that and teaches that to others, I think that's somebody who makes a very good leader, in my opinion.
I'd just like to say thank you to Jan Fok for giving the time up to give us all some words of wisdom and advice for the future. Thank you, Jan, for coming to our prize giving today.
Thanks so much for having me. It's a real honor. It's a pleasure.
I would now like to hand over to Mrs. Maddie Jackson, our pastoral deputy head teacher, to present the prizes for prize giving 2019-2020.
The first prizes go to those students in Year 9 and 10 who have exhibited excellent effort throughout all their subjects this year. In 9B, the effort prizes go to Abuj Albino Abuj and Esther Nguyo. In 9H, to Almond Mitchell and Noya Feinstein. In 9N, Noble Getachew and Mapara Katak. And in 9S, Abdul Bagha and Yanet Kabedi. In Year 10, 10B, Rehema Bogita and Nabil Fahimi. In 10H, Yarzuru Hanaishi and Leslie Kamwi. In 10N, Wafa Ismail and Brian Cucci. And in 10S, Tamar Mutiso and Faith Ibokwe. Thank you for that wonderful performance. Now we have our prizes for individual subjects. The prizes for art. In Year 9, Ekaterina Kuptel. In Year 10, Elishiba Jumba. In Year 11, Audrey Susanto. Year 12, Kirsty Gitau. And Year 13, Pooja Gandhi. The prizes for biology. In Year 10, Elishiba Jumba. In Year 11, Narain Bagha. In Year 12, Kelsey Rangeo. And in Year 13, David Njoroge. For business studies, in Year 10, Nabil Fahimi. In Year 11, Narain Bagha. In Year 12, for BTEC Business Subsidiary, Amar Nanji. For the BTEC Business Diploma, Alma Musembi. And BTEC Business Extended, Sarah Marie Ilamaki. In Year 13, for the BTEC Business Diploma, Pooja Gandhi. And for the BTEC Business Extended, Ollie Holmes. The prizes for chemistry. In Year 10, Xuan Tian. In Year 11, Ananya Narayanan. In Year 12, Anne Ndego. And Year 13, Sri Sundararaman. In computer science, the prizes go in Year 10 to Rehema Bogita, and in Year 11 to Madhulika Chodavarapu. The prize for development studies in Year 10 goes to Samyak Raja. The prizes for drama. In Year 9, Joseph Tomasiccio. In Year 10, Roman Chen. In Year 11, Constantine Burgess. In Year 12, Maria Teresa Zibondo Gonçalves. And Year 13, Hala Hayat. The prizes for economics. In Year 12, Nabiha Jamal. And in Year 13, Rihanna Vasani. For English language, in Year 9, Isaac Lumumba. In Year 10, Elijah Brown. And in Year 11, Narain Bagha. The prizes for English literature. In Year 10, Crescent Bussing. In Year 11, Constantine Burgess. In Year 12, Muscan Valley. And in Year 13, Rihanna Bassani. For Environmental Management, in Year 10, Elijah Brown. And in Year 11, Ajita Ghosh. The prizes for French, in Year 9, to Aline Aruna. In Year 10, Xuan Tian. In Year 11, Vivek Bindra. And in Year 12, Mary Lalong. For their achievement in games, the prizes go to, in Year 9, Katerina Ferrero and Abdul Bagha. In Year 10, to Rehema Bogita and Brian Kuchi. And in Year 11, to Ananya Narayanan and Ali Keffel. This year's geography prizes are awarded to, in Year 9, Makara Katak. For Year 10, Amara Baker Onyacha. In Year 11, Constantine Burgess. Year 12, Nabiha Jamal. And in Year 13, Danai Wangana. Prizes for graphic design. In Year 9, to Simon Muniez. In Year 10, to Lukundu Zulu. And in Year 11, Madhulika Chodavarapu. The prizes for history are awarded to, in Year 9, Esther Nguyo. In Year 10, Rehema Bogita. In Year 11, Vivek Bindra. In Year 12, to Muscan Valley. And in Year 13, to Iman Rashid. Following students are awarded prizes for ICT. In Year 9, Bowden Wise. In Year 10, Yuzuru Henaishi. And in Year 11, Vivek Bindra. The prizes for mathematics are awarded to, in Year 9, Esther Nguyo and Mapara Katak. In Year 10, to Samyak Raja. In Year 11, to Leah Tanaskevich. In Year 12, Ray Susanto. And in Year 13, Shri Sundararaman. For music, in Year 9, Imani Okello. In Year 10, Roman Chen. And in Year 11, Constantine Burgess. For physical education at IGCSE, in Year 10, Tom Conforti. And in Year 11, Pap Guis. And for the BTEC Sports subsidiary, in Year 12, Keith Ngovi. And in Year 13, Latanya Diaz. The prizes for physics. In Year 10, it is awarded to Xuan Tian. In Year 11, to Narain Bagha. In Year 12, to Ray Susanto. And in Year 13, to Shri Sundararaman. For psychology, the prizes are awarded to, in Year 12, Muscan Valley. And in Year 13, Ida Kari. The prize for Year 9 Science is awarded to Mapara Katak. The prizes for Sociology go to, in Year 10, Amara Baker Onyacha. In Year 11, Leah Tanaskevich. In Year 12, to Shana Mbugwa. And in Year 13, to Ida Kari. The Spanish prizes are awarded to, in Year 9, Abdul Bagha. In Year 10, Elishiba Jumba. In Year 11, to Constantine Burgess. And in Year 12, to Mary Lalong.
I am the fountain of affection, the instrument of joy, to keep the good times rolling. I'm the boy boy, I said the world would be our oyster. You can put your trust in me. We'll keep the good times rolling. Wait and see, wait and see, wait and see. His exhalation, sweet disintegration, new discolorations when it comes on strong. Up is what he chooses, the kisses and the bruises. There's nothing he refuses when it comes along. It comes along. And I am lifted, I am lifted, I am lifted. When I'm up I can't get down, can't get down, can't get down. Oh, when I'm up I can't get down, get my feet back on the ground. When I'm up I can't get down, can't get down, can't get down. Oh, when I'm up I can't get down, get my feet back on the ground. He just needs something to blind him, something to wind him up. Won't take long to find him, then it comes on strong. Wise guys are grinning, street lights are spinning, the night is just beginning, and it comes on strong, comes on strong. And I am lifted, I am lifted, I am lifted. When I'm up I can't get down, can't get down, can't get down. Oh, when I'm up I can't get down, get my feet back on the ground. When I'm up I can't get down, can't get down, can't get down. Oh, when I'm up I can't get down, get my feet back on the ground. I am the fountain of affection. You can put your trust in me. We'll keep the good times rolling. Wait and see, wait and see.
Another brilliant performance, thank you very much. Our final set of special prizes are awards for achievement in very specific areas. Our first special prizes go to those who are being recognised by Cambridge International Exams for their performance in the 2019 exam series. For high achievement in A2 French, Steve Gasigua, and for high achievement in AS Spanish, Rebecca Paioni. Our Sportswoman of the Year has contributed hugely both on and off the pitch as a role model, Savannah Grantham. Our Sportsman of the Year has been an outstanding player in many, many teams, Ali Keffel. And for their performance at Kasarani and other competitions, Team of the Year is the Under-15 Girls Athletics team. The swimming prize is awarded to a young lady who has been a valued member of Braeburn Swimming for many years. Her sheer determination and willingness to perform at her best every time she races has been the key to her success. She has not only been hard-working and committed, but an important leader in the team. Her ability to encourage and support her teammates is infectious. Congratulations, Rowena de Guzman. The prizes for contribution to community service this year go to Gibran Bank in Year 10 and Sri Sundararaman in Year 13, alongside Alvin Sonko, also in Year 13. The prize for contribution to Sixth Form Community Action and Service is awarded to Sri Sundararaman. The Siddiqa Mudassir Art Award this year is given to Amara Baker Onyacha. The prize for contribution to school music goes to Constantine Burgess. For their excellent performances in this year's production of Blood Brothers, this year's contribution to drama prize goes to Brittany Nyamemba and Constantine Burgess. For her determined attitude in improving her level of English language, this year's award for endeavour goes to Anastasia Kodzia. The award for contribution to extracurricular activity goes to 2 Year 13 students, to Desmond for his contribution to sport, drama and MUN, and to Jane Hakim for her contribution to sport, drama and community service. Next, we recognise 2 students for their support and consideration of other students within the school, Latanya Diaz and Alvin Sonko. Our next prizes go to those students who have shown the greatest improvement throughout the year. In Year 9 to Mansoor Munia and Nora Bashaib, and in Year 10, Yuzuru Hanaishi and Jia Shah. The prize to the student with the highest overall performance in the Year 9 exams goes to Mapara Katak. The award for the greatest academic success across all areas in Year 11 goes to Leia Tanaskovic, who has taken GCSE Maths and Physics early and got A stars, and has also undertaken some modules for AS Maths already in Year 11. The David Anderson Award for IGCSE performance in 2019 goes to Audrey Brown, who achieved 9 A stars and 1 A. The Rob Williams Award for A-level performance in 2019 goes to a student who achieved 1 A star and 3 A's, Saib Ahmed. The Braeburn Trophy goes to our best all-round Year 11 student. This year it is awarded to someone who is academically strong, someone who has represented the school at sport, in cricket and as a football and hockey goalkeeper. He has a rare musical talent with his both voice and guitar, and an exceptional performer on stage, delivering a range of roles with passion and conviction. Congratulations, Constantine Burgess. The Executive Award goes to a student who has shown exceptional commitment and contribution to the school throughout their time here. For the last 10 years, this student has demonstrated high academic ability through some exceptional exam results, from Year 9 through GCSEs and AS, all the way to her A2 exams this year. She has contributed to every sports team, not as a star performer, but the person who enables others to shine through her ability to read a game and play as a team. She is a musical performer who has given us some lovely piano playing at assemblies and school events. But it is her humble attitude and desire and willingness to help others, both in school and in our wider community, that sets her apart from others. Congratulations, Shri Sundararaman. I now hand over to Rihanna Vasani, our head senator, to give her speech and vote of thanks. May I take this opportunity to thank Rihanna and the whole senator team for being outstanding role models and for all their contributions to the school.
Good morning, everyone. I know we never imagined that we would have a virtual prize giving. The situation we are in and its effects have been unimaginable. I hope everyone is staying safe, healthy, and productive during this time. Anyways, let us not devalue this special day for many of us. Prize winners, congratulations. You have shown excellent skills, and today those have been recognized and rewarded. To those who have not won any prize, please don't be discouraged. You always have next year to improve and push past your potential. Today, I stand here with great honor, privilege, and immense gratitude that I have been a part of the Braeburn fraternity. I came to Braeburn in Year 8. I was rather shy, reserved, and intimidated by the school and the various opportunities that were available to me. I remember when we were first given our club booklet. I was astonished at the variety of activities I could be a part of. Seeing such diversity was shocking, and it was also a little bit difficult to adjust in the very beginning. It was also hard to adjust to the very accepting and open culture here. But by the end of that year, I realized it was such a blessing to be a part of a school that treated you like family. It was so refreshing to have friends that were open to talk about anything. People here were real, not putting people down or acting like they were perfect. You really felt that human connection. In Year 9, I had a tough time. All my friends in Year 8 had moved, so I had to start out again. It was difficult because I was quite introverted and everyone else seemed pretty settled in their friendships. That year I also dislocated my knee, which ruined a lot of experiences for me. I stopped playing sports, I missed lessons, and I was generally rather unhappy. As a result, my studies suffered, and I was not very successful in the social aspect either. But in year 10, something clicked. I realized that I wanted to make my high school experience memorable. I did not want to be that person who would be given as an example of wasted potential. So I pushed myself in whatever little things I was doing. I tried to make every test mark better. I tried to achieve the best possible result in my extracurricular activities. And I tried to come out of my comfort zone by socializing with anyone and everyone. As a result, I ended up with a beautiful little group of friends called the Lung Squad, and I started playing chess internationally, and I finally saw those mediocre grades turn into something I was proud of. I still had one area that I never really ventured in, leadership. So in year 11, after being selected as a prefect, I pretty much forced myself to apply for a senior position, even though I was sure I would never get it. I gave it my best shot and ended up getting deputy head prefect, which was a life-turning moment. I went on to apply for more senior positions in the Model United Nations program, and in year 12, I signed up for anything and everything that was available to me. So in year 13, I had to try for head senator. My journey at Braeburn has truly been transformative, from an intimidated and lost 14-year-old to a strong, determined, and slightly overly talkative 18-year-old. Of course, this journey did not come without failures and setbacks. I have lost out on opportunities. I have been told that I was crazy for even thinking I could achieve something. I have felt that I was an example of wasted potential. I have lost out on many friends because I was always focused on my goals and my achievements. So my advice to each one of you would be two simple things. One of which I still struggle to master, the art of balance. When I came, I was too shy. When I finally got over that, I became overly invested in my academic work. I wish that I was a more balanced person, so I could see my life as a colorful palette, rather than just a single track line. When you are balanced, you take up a variety of activities that challenge you, allow you to have fun, as well as blow off any stress. When you are balanced, you realize that there's a time to work and there's a time to have fun. That way, you get to enjoy life, because you're not always stressed or pressured to maintain a specific standard all the time. Balance is the key to success in any aspect of your life. Secondly, we all want to achieve big things in life. We all dream of success, prosperity, and immense happiness. Most of the times, those dreams are daunting because they seem impossible to achieve. Whenever you set out to achieve something substantial, the best route is to start small. Don't think of that one huge achievement, but think about the baby steps that you can take that will inch you closer and closer to your big achievement. When you split it into smaller tasks and smaller goals, you wouldn't give up, because each step is attainable.
Okay.
As my time here comes to an end, I would like to express my heartfelt gratitude and appreciation to some people for their unwavering support and belief in me. Mr. Swayze, thank you for being the most supportive and encouraging form teacher throughout high school. Mr. Makanda, Mr. Kisangoche, Mr. Kibe, thank you for pushing me in MUN. It sculpted me into a confident and outspoken person. Mr. Kimba, thank you for being the best and funniest teacher I have ever had. Mr. Treacher, thank you for all your puns and sarcastic comments. I will truly miss them. Mrs. Macharya, thank you for always being there for me and making sure I never dropped English literature. Mrs. Jackson, thank you for being the best geography teacher I had throughout high school and for being the most approachable person. Mrs. Hill, I will miss your warmth and beautiful energy. Thank you for always checking up on me. Mr. Manning, thank you for your endless help, advice, and support for university. Mr. Dunn, thank you for all the opportunities you've presented me with, and thank you for all your support and belief in me. Mr. Kizito, thank you for being my mentor, my guide, and my biggest supporter throughout these 2 grilling years in sixth form. To my friends, my senator team, my family, and my role model, Kirat, who was the previous head senator. Thank you for everything, your support, your tolerance, your advice, but most importantly, your love. My journey would have never been the same without any of you. To those of you staying in Braeburn, or moving away. I wish you the best of luck. And I hope that your school life turns out to be full of laughter, productivity, and numerous unforgettable moments. Year 13, thank you for all those memories and moments of laughter. You have all been an invaluable and irreplaceable part of my life. I will miss you guys so much. And I wish nothing but success and happiness for you in university and beyond. Thank you, Jan Fox, for speaking today and imparting your wisdom and experience with us. Thank you, Mr. Dunn, for organizing this event. Thank you, Mrs. Jackson, for reading out that long list of talented people. Teachers, we thank you for always supporting us and inspiring us. To the Braeburn staff, thank you for making this event and so many other events possible. Students, Braeburn would not be the same without any one of you. So thank you for attending, and thank you for being a part of this family.
And now the end is near, and so I face the final curtain. My friend, I'll say it clear, I'll state my case, of which I'm certain. I've lived a life that's full, I've traveled each and every highway, and more, much more than this, I did it my way. Regrets, I've had a few, but then again, too few to mention. I did what I had to do and saw it through without exemption. I planned each charted course, each careful step along the byway, and more, much more than this, I did it my way. Yes, there were times, I'm sure you knew, when I bit off more than I could chew, but through it all, when there was doubt, I ate it up and spit it out. I faced it all and I stood tall and did it my way. I've loved, I've laughed and cried, I've had my fill, my share of losing, and now, as tears subside, I find it all so amusing to think I did all that, and may I say, not in a shy way. Oh no, not me, I did it my way. For what is a man? What has he got? If not himself, then he has not to say the things he truly feels, and not the words of one who kneels. The record show I took the blow. it was